So welcome back to the weekly Gaffers chat for the UCFB second team, and today I'm joined with...
Well, we know that, don't we? Charlie!
Dan.
So, it's officially the end of pre-season for UCFB now. What do you think went well? What do you think you need to work on for the team as a whole, and then you personally?
Well, 2 wins in 2. It's a pretty good start. I think there's a couple of things we need to think about in terms of... Obviously, we haven't really had this problem because we've won both of our games, but if things aren't going our way, what's our backup option? What are we going to change or adapt with our system to make sure we can go and win a game? Another thing probably to think about is our penalty taker, because he's only had 1 pen, he's missed it. Apart from that, I think pretty positive most of it, to be fair. I think the boys have really bought into the system really quickly and really well, and it looks like it's paying off.
Yeah, I'd say the morale in the squad actually at the moment is quite high. All the lads have just gelled together, got to know each other. Obviously, there's a few from last year that play with each other, but you know they're kind of all in their own groups. But they're actually getting to know each other better, getting to play better as well, especially playing out the back. Looked a bit shaky at times against the third team, but obviously our previous match was against Uni of Manchester seconds, right? Tier above us, managed to win. Like, very good confidence booster for the lads. So going into this next
We
game,
look better than
I
them
think,
as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, until I'd say the 80th minute, right, it was all over them, and then we did shit house a little bit. But a win is a win.
Well, yeah,
basically.
no matter who you are, if you're 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go, there's an element of turning a bit like.
I mean, it's just tactical, isn't it? Just playing footy.
It's just the way the game goes.
Yeah, of course.
So, obviously, we'd say it's just been a successful pre-season all in all. Is there anything that you'd say that you've learned a lot that you might not have known going into the job?
Go on, you answer this first.
I mean, getting used to the 11v11 format. I mean, played in it like a lot previously before. However, coaching it right is a complete different thing. We do attack v defence in our training sessions, so obviously managing and coaching individuals that are obviously our age, I feel like there is an element of respect levels as well. So, like some of these have been coached by different individuals, probably better coaches than me and Charlie. I'll say it now. Obviously, there's everyone. There's at least someone that is better at coaching than you, and maybe they've been coached by someone that's more like underperformed than us as well. But I'd say I mean that's something that we've got to keep in mind. But I didn't really think about it too much before going in. I think as long as we're confident about what we're talking about and we go through it thoroughly, which we've been doing, then I feel like that's all you can ask.
Yeah, I think the biggest sort of learning point, or not learning point, stuff I thought would be tougher than it is picking a team.
Yeah.
I think when I came into it, I thought, it should be pretty easy to know where your best players are and stuff like that. But there's players that deserve to start that just have to be on the bench, and because of others, and that's the way it sees fit. So, yeah. That'll be one for me. I think picking a team's a harder task when you see it on the Football Manager. It's like, oh yeah, easy. But it's more difficult than you think when you've got your actual squad and you see them training all the time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'd definitely say like the midfield unit, right, that we've got in this team is absolutely insane. We've got some really key individuals that actually make the team, and you've kind of got to let down some at the end of the day, which is obviously a hard task for me and Charlie. So I feel like that is obviously something that we need to consider for our future in the season.
So you briefly touched on the victory from last Wednesday, 2-1 win against Uni of. Is there anything that you've maybe taken away from that game that you really want to push for this season? As obviously we kick off on Wednesday against Uni of again.
Yeah, if we can beat them, then we've definitely got a good chance of winning the league.
Yeah, I think we've put ourselves in a pretty good position as well. Obviously, our confidence going into this next game is going to be absolutely through the roof. We've just beat their second team.
Yeah, it can't be too through the roof. That's one thing I think I'm already starting to think for Wednesday is these boys have won 2 and 2. They've beat a team that's is it 1 league above or 2 leagues above?
I think they're a tier above.
So we beat a team from the league above in pre-season. I don't want all the players to start thinking, oh, that's it, we're unbelievable. it's not. You've got to work still, because we've won 2 games and we've still got no points on the board. It's pre-season. It's as simple as, for as long as they're putting the work they're currently putting in, the sky's the limit. But the second they take their eye away from what they want and start dropping off with their effort levels, that's the only problem I can see with the way things could go wrong.
Yeah, I definitely buy that, to be honest. I think that we actually do better as underdogs. Obviously, I talked briefly about the thirds game, the UCFB thirds game, and the Uni of seconds game, and I think going into it, we were saying, listen, lads, they're going to be a good team. They're probably going to play out. They might be better than us, like, on the ball, but they actually wasn't. And you know, our mentality, it showed throughout that game. So I do completely agree with you on that point, but we do also have to, you know, say to ourselves at the end of the day, we can do it against their seconds, so why can we not do it against their thirds?
No, I completely agree. Obviously, we're looking very much in good form as we kick off on Wednesday. Obviously, looking ahead, you do have some tough fixtures. Obviously, Liverpool, the Manchester teams. What's something that you're really looking for in them opening games to set off the season on a good foot?
Doing the things we've done in training. I'm a big believer of when we go and coach something and they show us in training that we can do it, then I want to see it on a Wednesday. There's no point working hard in training and getting all of these ideas and thoughts out onto the pitch to then go and do something completely different on a Wednesday. So if we coach them something and they buy into it and learn it, then use it. Do you know what I mean? That it's got to be utilised. It's not there for no reason. Yeah,
I think you used the word buy-in, right? And we briefly went over this on our presentation, that everyone's got to buy into it. And more throughout the games that we have, I feel like it's going to be easier to buy in. As the more time that them lads work out on the pitch and get training, I mean, we've only got 1 training session a week so far. So I think the more time that they listen to us, buy into our philosophy, the better they're actually going to do throughout the pitch and you know, throughout the season. So.
My final question for you is, obviously the league kicking off, that also means the cup's approaching. Are you doing anything different to prepare for the league separately or the cup separately, or how are you feeling about that coming up?
I stand on the fact that focus on your next game, take the games one at a time. I don't what's 3 weeks away is 3 weeks away. We've got Wednesday, that's our priority, focus on that. And then the second that full-time whistle goes on Wednesday, my attention, hopefully your attention as well. You might be going out with the players, but my attention will be straight on to training on Monday. What we're looking at for next week, who have we got, how do they play, how are we going to counteract that and stuff like that. So the best teams take it a game at a time and know what they're doing for that game, and then worry about the next one.
Yeah, we've not focused too much on cup competition. I feel like right now, you know, obviously we've got to focus towards the league. When it does come to the time, there might be different plans, different tactics that we might use for it. However, when we get there, it'll probably be, I can't say it'll be more or less the same, but I don't imagine ourselves going into it with a complete different plan. So we're just going to have to wait until we get there.
Thank you once again for joining us for Gaffers Chat. Be sure to follow us across all our social media platforms that will be linked in the comments section below.